Hi, today we're gonna explore our Awaretech MQ-78 Covert Pen Voice Recorder. Let's go ahead with unboxing and check out what we got in the box. Now this is one of the popular listening devices. It's just because it can be used by directly listening through it with the help of the headphones we get inside the box. We'll check them out just in a second. Or by plugging it into the PC just like a USB drive and listening through that. Now once we unbox the package, we get the booklet first, which has some instructions about how to use the unit. Cool. And along with that we get a pair of earpiece which can directly plug into the pen. So if you want to listen directly from the pen, you can do that. You can use this. Pair of refills, which obviously can be bought from the stationery shops. If you run out of ink, you get one of these from there. And then you get a charging cord or a data transferring cord, which obviously plugs in directly to the pen, and you can copy the data across, the files across to your PC using this cable. Remote control device, obviously, we can play, pause, rewind, and forward or change the mode of listening by connecting this to the pen. And lastly, we get the actual device. Cool. Let's go ahead and check out how does it work and what are the features of it. Okay, let's check out the physical aspect of this device. So firstly, it's a slim daily use pen. Looks a bit fancy, but it can be used, literally carried like an ordinary pen wherever you go. It works like an ordinary pen, so of course you can actually twist it to use it. To change the refills, you can simply take this off and replace it with these refills, which comes inside the package. Cool. On the far end of it, the other tip, that's where everything actually works. So the actual clip of the pen is the on and off switch. So if you push it downwards, it actually starts recording. If you push it upwards, it turns off. This is the jack where your remote goes, as well as your headphones goes, and you charge it as well from there. Now to charge it, you just have to plug it directly at the far end, make sure it fits in nicely, and plug it to the power. Maximum time you're going to be charging it with would be roughly around 2 hours to 3 hours. Obviously you can charge it with your phone charging adapter or directly to your PC. Plug it in. Make sure you unplug it after 2 to 3 hours, because these devices do not have a big battery in them, and they don't have a cutoff time as well. So make sure you unplug them after 2 to 3 hours. Don't leave them on charge overnight. Yep. And now to listen directly through the pen, you can actually plug in the remote that comes with that into the jack, and then you can plug in your headphone to the other end of the remote. So when you plug it in, this is where you can make all those changes. It comes with few modes such as rewind, forward, play, pause, stop, and change the mode. We'll talk about it just in a bit. So let's go ahead and charge the pen first, and then check out a bit more about it. Well, furthermore, it does comes with, just up here you have got a tiny pinhole, which is actually the mic, and that's literally pretty much it. There are a few more features, such as the battery lasts for 71 hours on voice activation mode, and when you are continuously recording, it lasts for 20 hours. So it literally pulls off few days with this tiny structure, and it obviously supports both the modes. Let's look into it just a bit in deep in just a second. Alright, so now when you have charged your pen sufficiently for 2 to 3 hours, the pen should be ready to go. Now in order to know if the pen is ready or not, you will get to know with the help of the LED indicator, which is right here. So let me just show you real quick. So when you plug it in, a light starts flashing just up here at the bottom of it. Now if I bring it closer, this is where the LED indicator is. When it turns red and flashes, that means and flashes, it means you're between 0 to 30% of the battery. When it turns blue, or when you see a blue flashing light on it, that means you are between 30 to 60. And if it turns green or flashes, it means you are between 60 to 100% of the battery in total in the pen. And when you see a static green light, that means it's fully charged. That means it has got 100% juice in it. Now, talking about the battery, this pen obviously works on both voice activation and continuous recording mode. If you are using it on voice activation mode, the battery will go up to 71 hours of total recording. And obviously the way it works is with the help of this voice within 10 to 12 meters of the radius. If someone speaks, it will wake up and start recording the voice. If nobody's around, it will go into sleep mode. That actually prolongs the battery of the actual listening device. Beside that, you also got the listening mode. So in the continuous listening mode, it actually constantly records without taking any pauses, and that makes it reduce the battery life, because it's recording on a non-stop without any pauses, obviously. Now, in terms of the sound quality, you can actually change the quality of the sound between standard quality, high quality, extra high quality, and super high quality. It by default comes in extra high quality. It does like sound quality, as in terms of the recording, which obviously gives you 71 hours of total recording when you set up on that. You can alter the settings if you are, let's say, going away for a while and you want to actually extend that battery life. You can always lower the quality of the recording, and that will help you in enhancing the battery life of the pen. In order to change in order to turn it on, all you need to do is push this clip downwards. When you push it down, it actually goes into recording mode. You might notice when it records, it comes up with the light here, which actually tells us that this is recording mode, but light comes momentarily and then that light disappears. That light tells us that it's in recording mode. When you flick it up back again, it turns off. So that's how you'll get to know. The LED is the indicator which will tell you about each and every step. Now, in order to make sure that you have set it up on voice activation mode, or you have set it up on continuous recording mode, all you need to do is use the remote that comes inside the package, plug it in here, and all you gotta do is press the M button for 3 seconds. When you press and hold it for 3 seconds, the indicator up here comes and flashes. That flashing of the LED up in this hole will tell us that mode has been activated. If you want to deactivate that, just simply press the M button for 3 seconds, and the light will flash and it will actually turn it off. This is as simple as that. So the best way to know if it's activated on voice activation mode or not is after noticing that the LED has blinked 3 times, you can unplug it, do some recording on the device, and then test it out. It will actually, what it does, it actually creates a timestamp based recording. If you do a testing on that, it will record it in a MP3 format in its internal storage. Now, obviously this pen does not require any SD card or an external storage to place in it. It comes with this inbuilt 1 GB of total storage. It will save the file on its own internal storage, which obviously can copy across on your PC with the help of the adapter that comes inside the box. And yep, furthermore, let's say you are done recording, you go back and retrieve the pen and then plug your headphones to it. Either listen through the headphones by plugging it into the jack, or you can simply plug the pen directly to your PC. It will open like a external drive. In the external drive, you'll find a voice folder. When you click on the voice folder, it will give you the recording in MP3 format with the time and the date stamp on it. So it's easy for you to filter out what recording you want to use as an evidence and which one you want to get rid of. You can simply delete those unnecessary files from the PC by simply copying them and deleting them. And if you want to copy them across on your desktop, you can simply copy them across there as well to use them as an evidence. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a slim, nicely built, fancy pen which actually does an amazing job when it comes to voice recording within 12 meters radius, recognizing the sound, wakes up with the sound, sleeps when there's no sound around it, so it conserves the battery by itself using that voice activation mode. If you got any questions around it, feel free to reach us out.
This is the device at 1 meter. This is the device at 5 meters. Device at 10 meters. This is the device at